Council, Dave Wellahan. Hi, Dave.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good to see you again. Welcome back.
Good to be seen.
Thank you for your service.
Well, you're welcome. Glad we could do it.
Memorial Weekend upon us. We've
The
got-
unofficial beginning of summer, I hear.
Yes.
More important, other things going on, in my opinion. Monday, the 30th, is the day that it's observed Memorial Day, and that's the day we're doing our programs. I have been working with the recruiters trying to get an honor guard set up to lead the pack, and it sounds like we got that put together finally. And we'll have the 40 and 8 locomotive involved, and that's an old picture there.
We call it a parade, but
We call it a procession.
procession. Yeah.
We treat it as a funeral procession. Going from downtown, we start right out in front here on Michigan Avenue, turn south on Jackson Street. The new traffic oval at the top of the hill kind of gives us a little bit of an issue, but working with the city police department, last year it worked out real well. We're going to do it again this year where we actually go through it backwards. We don't take the sharp turns and go around, we just follow it around this way and then do a right oblique onto Greenwood, then follow Greenwood down to Rockwell. But our ceremony afterwards will be at the cemetery on the south side of Mount Evergreen. There's a good man right there. We lost him 2 years ago. He was a World War II Marine.
We have fewer and fewer World War II veterans.
I was actually reading the other day, back in September of 2021, the VA estimated that there was still 240,000 World War II veterans, losing them at the rate of 423 a day.
Oh my.
So it's not going to take long.
Hmm.
I'm not sure that somebody told me that at our Legion post we don't have any World War II veterans left in membership.
Well, last week, Julie Alexander brought 2 Jackson World War II veterans who celebrated their 100th birthday
Saw that.
recently. Herb Belfring was one.
Herb, yep. I've known Herb for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been around a while. He's a good man.
Mm-hmm.
He used to have a friend that was also a World War II veteran that they both snow skied out west. And Herb said that Dewey never snow skied. He'd just hang around the lodge and talk to the girls. I mean, they're both in their 80s when they were doing this. I think Herb told me the last time he skied he was 89 years old.
No kidding.
Last time he was on the slopes.
You can do it.
Yeah,
I
at
know a lot of
89.
people that
Oh.
age. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're going to have a nice day. The weather forecast,
Beautiful.
hot.
yeah, it's okay. That's all right. Hot's good. It's that time of year. We're supposed to be hot.
Yep, but we want it hot. It's a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
But those heavy wool uniforms that some of the...
Some of the guys be wearing, and then the VVA guys, they're leaving our procession and going to Spring Arbor, so they're marching there, and that's going to be a hot day for them out there. And then we got notice over the weekend that they're going to be the lead honor guard for the Rose Parade,
cool.
Vietnam Chapter 109. So proud of those guys.
A couple weeks ago, a number of flags, I think over 1,100, were planted in the cemetery at veterans' graves at Greenwood.
Well,
Mount Evergreen.
Mount Evergreen, that one. No, that one, that's a VVA member there. That should be Roseland, it should be, but that's in the city, so I don't know when that was. But we had almost 12,000 flags that went out throughout the county this year. That's run through the County Veteran Affairs Office. And so we put it not only in the city, but we sent them to Springport, Concord, Grass Lake, all around, throughout the county.
We have veterans in every cemetery in Jackson County.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's one cemetery out in Concord that I've not actually been to yet, but I'm told that there's a couple of Revolutionary War veterans there and
Really?
even some Civil War veterans there.
Oh.
So it would be kind of neat to see that. You need to get out there, I suppose. But
I guess I wouldn't be surprised that they would be there in Concord.
well, I'm sure. I can't think of his name right now, but the guy that picks the flags up for us, he only gets a dozen flags every year and puts them in that cemetery. and he told me that they were there, so.
Well, I'll have to check that out. Is that the one right on Main Street?
No, it's west of town off of M60 to the south somewhere. I don't even know for sure what road it's on, but a little research, probably be able to find that easy enough.
There's
I have a map.
handful.
I have a map that shows where all the cemeteries in the county are. And there's some of them that are any bigger than this room.
Yeah, I know. They're
They're just
scattered all over
spots,
the place.
yeah.
The-
It used to be years ago. I mean, if you owned property, you died, they buried you in
Yep.
your front yard, And now there's a little more regulation to it than that, but thanks to the state. But
It's still happening, I'm sure. The community uncovered a cemetery at the Jackson County Poor Farm, and Jackson County, Michigan Historical Society had a marker erected there, where a cemetery, people that died at the Poor Farm.
yeah, out on
Yeah.
County Farm Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was years ago. We actually did a little research on that a few years ago when Jill Glare was still in the county medical examiner's office. We tried to do a little bit of research on it to see how many of those people might have been veterans, so that we could maybe make sure that their graves were actually marked as well. But there were no records to tell us that.
Mm.
They were just and the last I heard, none of the graves were even identified to know how many were buried there, where they're exactly buried, and that sort of thing too. It's really a difficult situation out there.
Yeah, I know anybody's tried to do any of their own genealogy research, that's where the stumbling blocks are.
Mm-hmm.
So this summer we've got Memorial Weekend. Veterans really participate in a lot of community activities all throughout the summer, serving as honor guards.
Mm-hmm.
The Vietnam Veterans Chapter of the Year last year.
Nationally, chapter
Nationally,
of the year.
last
yeah.
year, amazing.
Because
for
of all their
you-
work.
All you guys do is amazing.
Yeah.
One of the most active chapters, and now proven so with the honor of
Mhm.
Vietnam Veterans Chapter of the Year nationally, right here in Jackson. So, and again,
And we
like
just
you-
lost our president, Bob
Yeah.
Wilkinson passed away a month ago. And so Mike Finch is our vice president. He's taken over and charging on. He's doing a great job so far. And he's the one that's organized everything up to this year with the Rose Parade and all that. So he's doing a great job. He's a good man, and I think he'll be fine. So,
Yeah, and again, like the World War II veterans, we're losing Vietnam veterans.
rapidly, yeah. A high number. I can't tell you what the number is, but at one point we were over 800 a day, 3 years ago. So it's a high number. We had over 2 million of them that were over there and back, and 8,500 or 85,000 that didn't make it back. So yeah, this is part of why we're doing what we're doing on Monday.
Yes,
You know.
and that's it.
And
Again.
our kickoff will be at 10 a.m. right out here in front. And we're going down Jackson Street to Greenwood, to whatever that little jog is there off of Greenwood to Rockwell, and then in Vandercook Band is going to be inside and do the national anthem for us this year. Jackson High's been a great job for us, but Mr. Shaner and I talked it over, and I felt, and he agreed that let's share that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Vandercook doing the national anthem for us this year, and we got a good Randy Randall Locke, who is the Veterans Service Director at Jackson College. He'll be our keynote speaker, and the mayor's going to make the address. We talked to Mr. Mahoney, and he's all on board with us too. So we're going to have a great day. We're trying to open it up a little bit so it's a little more enjoyable. We're working with Terry Pitts and trying to get a few of his military vehicles involved with our procession, and just trying some new things and trying to make it more enjoyable for the people. I heard a couple of years ago, that's no parade. They don't throw candy or none of that. It's a funeral procession. We're not
it's
going to
not-
throw candy.
It's not
We don't
entertainment.
allow politicians to
Yeah.
come in and, vote for me kind of stuff. So it's invited only, but we enjoy the Scouts. Just contact me. Most of you have my number, and let me know you're coming so that we know what's going on. But yeah, it's a good
He's
day.
right. It's
It's a good day.
it's not entertainment.
It's not.
Not
It's a memorial.
Yeah.
And the ceremony we do is very somber, and we're there to honor our war dead. Period. And you'll hear a lot of talking about that in the presentations and some of the things I'm going to say. And I have a poem I'll read that was. My wife said, "I don't know if you want to read that. That's pretty sad." I said, Good, that's what I want. But yeah, it'll be a good day. And the weather's going to be perfect, so there's any reason for everybody to be out there.
Come out and honor those who gave their lives. Thanks for coming in.
Glad I could do it.
Jackson County Veterans Council's Dave Wallahan.